Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two budget smartphones, the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus with the Coolpad Note 3. So these two phones are priced in the similar price point. The Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus is priced 8499, while the Coolpad Note 3 is priced 8999. So these two phones have a lot of similarities, but they differ in various aspects as well. Now let's see in detail these aspects and see which is a better value for money device here. So let's first have a look at the specs of these two phones. So first up, the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus. It comes with a 5-inch Full HD display. It's powered by the Snapdragon 616 octa-core chipset with 2 gigs of RAM. There is 16 gigs of internal storage, a 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash, front-facing 5 megapixel camera, 2650 mAh battery, Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, and custom Vibe UI. Now talking about the Coolpad Note 3, this is one of the really popular devices in this segment, and this comes with a 5.5-inch HD display. It has a MediaTek octa-core chipset coupled with 3 gigs of RAM. There is a 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash, front-facing camera, a fingerprint scanner, a 3000 mAh battery, Android Lollipop, and it also has this cool UI. So that is the spec aspect of these two phones. Now let's go into the detailed aspects. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, since both these devices are different form factors, one being a 5-inch device, the other being a 5.5-inch device, it's impossible to directly do a comparison, because it all depends upon your feel good factor for devices. If you are comfortable with the smaller devices, the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus is the better choice, because this is pretty huge in size and also slightly more heavier than the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus. But having said that, the Coolpad Note 3 has a pretty good design overall. It has a curved finishing. You can see the black panels on both sides of the display, giving a feel that it's an edge-to-edge display. In fact, it's not actually, but it still gives a really good feeling. You can see the fit and finish and build quality looks really top notch, even though it's a plastic finishing. On the other hand, the Vibe K5 Plus has a metallic field. You can see one of the really few devices offering metallic construction in this price point, and it also has a removable back panel, unlike the most of the unibody designs in the metallic construction. So design and build quality wise, both these devices are really good in terms of the build quality, and design, it's up to your personal choice whether you want a smaller device or a bigger Coolpad Note 3. Now let's move on to the display. So here there is a clear winner, because the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus has a full HD panel when compared to the HD panel on the Coolpad Note 3 Lite. So the Coolpad Note 3 Lite offers only 720p, while this is 1080p, and the viewing angles and the color quality looks really good on the Vibe K5 Plus. The display is one of the really good aspects about this phone, but there is no protection offered on this display. That's one annoying aspect, but still it's one of the really good displays out there in this price point. Now Coolpad Note 3 Lite also has a decent display. It's an HD panel, but it's not as punchy as the Vibe K5 Plus. That's understandable, because it's a HD display when you compare it with the full HD panel. But having said that, the touch response feels pretty good, no major issues. The viewing angles are also slightly okay, but you can see there is a color change when you tilt the angles. That's not something very much desirable. You can see there is a slight hint of bluish shade when you tilt the display. So overall in the display aspect, we would say the Vibe K5 Plus is the winner here. Now let's move on to the software and performance. So both these phones come with Android Lollipop and have custom UIs. The Vibe K5 Plus has the Vibe UI, so this is a Vibe UI which we are seeing on many Lenovo phones, but this is again a stripped down variant of the Vibe UI. A lot of features are missing. It's a basic Vibe UI. You can see not too many features being offered, even gestures are not supported. So it's a fairly usable UI, but still a lot of additional features are missing. There is theming support, but again limited themes are only available. And talking about the performance, this is powered by the Snapdragon 616 octa-core chipset coupled with 2 gigs of RAM, and the overall performance looks quite decent on in day-to-day tasks. The gaming was quite decent, no major issues and lags, and this also has 4G LTE capabilities. This has Dolby Atmos support. It also has VR support. So these are some of the additional aspects about this device, and this comes with 16GB internal storage, out of it around 10.5GB is available to the user. But having said that, there are lots of third-party apps installed, a lot of bloatware included. That's one thing Lenovo has to take care when releasing phones. So almost all of their phones have these bloatwares included that takes up a lot of storage space. Now talking about the Coolpad Note 3, this has this cool UI. Again, this is one of the feature-rich UIs. You can see it's custom UI. There are additional options like smart control. We have a fingerprint scanner. That's one really good fingerprint scanner in this price point. It's really fast, and you can even lock apps using the fingerprint scanner. And there are options like rock wallpaper, which you can just change the wallpaper by hitting this icon. And you also have this cool show where you can install themes and download more themes. So customization options are much better in the Coolpad Note 3. The cool UI is much better, and this offers additional options as well. Now talking about the gaming experience, this runs on an octa-core chipset with 3 gigs of RAM, and the gaming experience was really good in this price point. The 3 gigs of RAM and octa-core chipset makes it really good for gaming in this price point. Apart from that, it also has this bigger display, which makes it much more better for gaming because of the larger display and 3 gigs of RAM. Apart from that, the performance looks quite good on this display in day-to-day tasks. This has 16 gigs of internal storage, 4 GLT capabilities, micro SD card support, and additional aspects include the fingerprint scanner. So in the software and performance, we would say the Coolpad Note 3 is the winner here, and it performs much better both in software and performance when compared to the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus. Now talking about the camera, so this is again both have similar cameras, 13 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front facing camera. Now if you look at the options and features being offered, you can see that Coolpad Note 3's cool UI offers much more features. We have gesture shot, dim light shots, smile shot, normal shot, but Vibe K5 Plus offers some basic features only. Now even the camera interface is, we would say, is slightly better on the Coolpad Note 3, even though the Vibe K5 Plus offers decent options. Now talking about the camera sample, this is one area where we couldn't really pick a winner here. Both are mixed in terms of the camera performance, and both are not really that great in this price point. You can see some of the samples which you have taken. Some of the shots have come good in Vibe K5 Plus, while some in Coolpad Note 3. So it's a mixed performance. So there isn't really clear winner here. So you can decide based on some of the samples we uploaded. Now both these phones can record videos in 1080p, so that's something good. Now talking about the front facing camera, again not much of a difference here. Both are really decent in terms of the overall camera performance. Now finally moving on to the battery. So the Vibe K5 Plus has a 2750 mAh battery, while the Coolpad Note 3 comes with a 3000 mAh battery. Now talking about the battery performance, here there's a clear winner, that's the Coolpad Note 3 Lite with really great performance, and more than a day you can get with this battery. But on the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus, getting more than a day is not really possible, especially if you are into gaming and other stuffs. 1 day is definitely possible with the Vibe K5 Plus, so it's a decent performer, but it's not as good as the Coolpad Note 3. So now we have talked about a lot of aspects in this comparison. So which is better value for money device here? Now the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus has metallic design, and it also has a full HD display. So that are the two aspects where the Vibe K5 Plus shines, and it also has a compact form factor, the 5-inch display. Now the Coolpad Note 3 has really good build quality, the better performance, 3 gigs of RAM and a fingerprint scanner also, and really better battery life. So now it's up to the user to decide which is your priority and choose the device based on that. We would be slightly inclined to choose the Coolpad Note 3 because it also will be getting the Marshmallow update pretty soon. So it is already in the beta phase, so it should be getting in less than a month's time, while on the K5 Plus there is no guaranteed update as of now, and this also has 3 gigs of RAM, which makes it much better and faster performer, and this also has fingerprint scanner, much better battery life. So if you're considering the value for money aspect, it's still, we would say, the Coolpad Note 3 has slight edge over the Lenovo Vibe K5 Plus. So that was a detailed comparison of these two phones. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.